Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, today we drive from Castlegar up to South Slocan and back down to Castlegar. This video is brought to you by Cutco Transportation. Now hiring Super B woodchip, Super B flat deck, Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland, the Okanagan, and the Kootenays. To apply, go to cutco.ca. Use promo code JuanFan. Let them know I sent you. Get an extra $100 on your first payday. Also, make sure you use my name when you're applying for the job as a reference. Any referral bonuses I get, I will split with you guys. Good morning.
Good morning. What a morning.
Yeah, what a morning. We're in Castlegar. That's not where we thought we were supposed to be unloading. Oh, there we go. My camera's not recording. Test! One of the cameras wasn't recording.
I don't know. I can't. Yep.
Ooh, okay. So we went all the way to trail. To unload this load. Pulled into the yard and I'm like, this isn't right. Like I Google mapped it and it looked fairly right, but pulled into the yard there. Well, it's on the street. I parked on the street and I immediately saw that this is an office. This is not a work site like I should be delivering at. So I pulled over and talked to the nice peoples there. At least they were very helpful. I'm like, okay, now how about a U-turn? Because I am down a narrow road and I don't see a way of U-turning. He goes, can you go down to the street down there and do U-turn down there? And I'm like, no, I cannot. There's no way. I'm like, I'm over length load. There's no way I can turn around there. Either I have to back out of here or there's a place to turn around. He goes, we'll talk to the neighbors, see if we can turn you around in that yard. So that worked out. Had to move their vehicle and stuff.
Yeah, but they're so friendly and nice.
Very friendly. Very nice peoples. Nice, good peoples. And then got directions to come all the way back to trail. Would have slept here at the Castlegar. Had to come all the way back here to Castlegar. I would have slept in the yard here that the Sandman Hotel owns. You have to go talk to the front desk and make sure they're okay with you parking there overnight, but they're fine with us parking there overnight. I would have parked there and delivered here in town instead of wasting all that time driving down to trail. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I guess somebody missed an email somewhere that the actual delivery address was different than the billing address.
Yeah, we looked everywhere in the paperwork. It was all for trail. Nothing even hinted at Castlegar.
Like double check, make sure I didn't screw up, because if I screwed up, I'll own up to it.
Let's see if the scale is open. No, it's closed.
Scale is closed. Nice.
No, that means we're out and about somewhere.
That's okay. I don't mind them being out and about somewhere.
Are you stopping at the yard on the way there or back?
At this point on the way back. Well, no, just in case we have time. I'll quickly stop at the yard now.
Also gives more time for somebody to run it over here. It's not there.
What if someone scoops us though? You know what? We'll come back later. For the sake of getting loaded and tarped as soon as possible. It sounds like they're like sandblasting in there. I'm not sure what's going on. Some kind of bridge repairs. But yeah, it's been an eventful morning. Also last night, I don't get people that do this. Like, where am I supposed to pull over and sleep? If I'd known, I would have slept at the NW yard over here, but I slept as close to the customer as I can. There's a nice big pullout on the highway down there. I pulled it sleeping in there. Nice paved, big old pullout.
Like, you're clearly off the road. Like, there's no question. Nice pull out.
Like, there's like 5 lanes worth of space between where we're parked and the road, so we're way off to the side. People still honk every now and then driving by. They're like, I'm still wide awake and you didn't wake me up, so haha on you, but why? Why do you honk at big rigs that are parked on the side of the road? Where else are we supposed to go? There's nowhere to park.
It's not like we're out there having a barbecue and destroying the place, you know, like, there's no misbehavior going on here.
Why are you honking at us? Why? You want me to park on your street and idle the truck in front of your house all night instead? Because that's the only option.
We weren't even idling.
We weren't. We don't.
And like, we were doing nothing.
Would you rather have me park out of town in the middle of nowhere on a pullout or on your front yard? Stop honking at drivers in their pullout there. That's just rude. Just a jackwagon if you do that. It's just. I wish I could come to your bedroom and honk outside of your bed when you're trying to sleep. If we had better places to park, we would.
And there's definitely a lot I could say about that, but you hit the nail with it.
I just don't understand why people have to be idiots like that. It makes no sense. Like I said, it didn't bother me any. I wasn't sleeping yet, but still, that's a jackwagon move. I get a little bitter at people like that. I thought about you guys. I thought about parking in the middle of nowhere and sleeping far away from everybody. So I don't bother anybody. I just want to be out of the way and not bother anyone. And then I get honked at. The pullout we slept on is very much like the one that's coming up over here, the little rest area. Pretty much exactly the same size.
It's like sleeping out of the way. We give up a good washroom and stuff. Like, we give up everything. All we want is a peace and quiet.
I just would like to know what's going through people's minds like that. Do they think there's parking for us? Do they think there's truck stops? There aren't. There's literally nowhere to park. I could have parked at the customer's yard instead, right across from residential, and been a nuisance right there. I could have done that instead. See a big pullout. Actually, that pullout's probably bigger than this one. It's definitely longer.
It's longer.
Yeah, so the one we slept on was probably bigger than this one.
Yeah, it's longer, but I don't think wider.
Oh yeah, it's about the same width. So, middle of nowhere. And same with RVs parked on those. I have no problem with RVs parking out on those either. Let people go sleep there. They're out of the way, not bothering anyone. As long as they're not dumping their gray water on the ground or anything like that, then you can honk at them. If they're dumping their gray water or sewage,
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if we
then
were
we
out
have
there,
a problem with it.
if we were out there being a nuisance doing other things,
Yeah.
then sure, but we were doing nothing.
And what if we're parked over there and need the restroom? There's a forest around us. We can walk into the forest. Yeah, there's literally no truck stop from the lower mainland till here. No truck stops. There's few car lots, but there's no parking at these car lots.
It's always husky, but you can't really count.
Oh yeah, there's the Husky and Soyuz.
You count it, but you can't
But you
count.
can't even fuel up there.
Exactly, like, it's not really a truck stop.
Not really a
It's-
truck stop, but there is space for a couple trucks to park at the Husky and the Soyuz. Yep, that one.
Yeah. And then Okanagan, you really only have the Petro Pass in Kelowna.
Kelowna, yep. Very limited in parking.
And very limited in bathrooms.
Gotta think those through.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people realize how bad it is for truckers like you.
Yeah, cars can pull into little gas stations for restrooms or restaurants. Where do you park a big rig? Where's there space to park something this big and long?
And we slowly are seeing more and more of our spots get taken away.
Yep. Yep, and we're losing spots. Yeah, exactly. We're losing. There's less and less and less parking places we can go to.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to learn about the apartment buildings. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So where we delivered, they're making apartment buildings there because
Well, it's on top of a store.
there'll be storefront on the bottom and apartment buildings on the top. And one of the main investors in the apartment happens to be the owners of Sudco. So I guess we are building that apartment. Why? Because he wants to hire more drivers, and the drivers have nowhere to live.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme. You have nowhere to go, nowhere to live.
It's like, I would come work for you, Sudco, but there's nowhere to live. I can't live anywhere. So he goes, fine, we'll build an apartment complex. And this, we want one floor dedicated just to our drivers or something like that, our workers.
I haven't heard anything like
Something
that.
like it. There's going to be some apartments dedicated to workers that are going to be working here. So that's kind of cool. Our boss has made enough profit that he has this thing of like he can't get a company to move some soil for him. It's like, it's going to take me how long to get this soil moved for me? Or how long is it going to take to get 10 loads of gravel to this yard? Well, fine, I'll just buy the company and I want the stuff now. So he buys companies that basically I can't get the product I want, so I will go buy the company, and then I have the product I want. I think it's a really good way of him investing his money, diversifying, because he has a blasting and drilling company, tugboat company, a gravel aggregate company. He's got BC Eco Chips. He's got Sutco, obviously. Summit Repair, truck heavy duty repair shop he owns. And apparently now he's into apartments. If you're making money, invest it in stuff. Put the money into stuff.
I kind of read once or twice. Basically, that's what smart people do. Rich people. You don't have money. You have investment.
You don't have money. You have investment. You have debt instead of money.
Yeah. Even your sister who does taxing stuff is like...
Hey, there's CBSE right there.
Your sister that helps out with taxes for companies is even like, yeah, that's the smartest way to do your taxes.
Oh, I just realized CVSE has an excuse to pull me over. Actually, they could probably have a couple of excuses to pull me over. Marker light and stuff like that, but none of it's ticketable, but it'd be a reason to pull me over. But I'm over length. I forgot to move the fifth wheel. We gotta move that before I load. So yeah, some of the companies that he owns are like, how does this make sense? And you kind of go and, oh, they're all actually related to each other.
They are.
All the companies he owns are all related to each other, and somehow they help each other make money. Like BC Eco Chips helps Sutco make money because all those wood chips need to be transported by Sutco trucks. Heavy duty repair shop makes money off of Sutco.
And even now, the apartments get built by Sutco trucks and stuff.
You can hire more Sutco drivers. Everything complements the different job. The tugboat company is for moving logs around.
You can bet like the gravel and construction companies like that will be helping with apartments.
So if you would like to work for Sutco but not be a truck driver, don't worry, there's lots of other jobs. You can work at the blasting place, you can be a logger, you can go cut down trees for BC Eco Chips, you can be a tugboat operator,
Sign me up.
You can be a driller, blaster. All these different jobs. And every single one of them, if you use me as a referral bonus for any of the other companies, I still get a referral bonus, so I'll split that with you guys if you go work at a blasting and drilling place for Sutco.
The Sutherland Group.
The Sutherland Group, yeah.
That made me yawn.
You started yawning and then I started yawning.
How do you know? Your eyes are on the road.
I have peripheral vision.
It's supposed to be on the road.
Peripheral vision is looking at everything else besides the road in front of me and focusing on the stuff in front of me and in my mirrors.
Not in your mirror now.
You are not in my mirror, but I keep looking at that mirror, meaning I have to look by you yawning.
It's not yawning. Here you go. I really don't know who started it first. I really don't. I'm just trying to pick a fight.
Troublemakers.
Yep.
Always troublemakers. Alright, pull into the yard here and then we'll catch up with you guys after we're loaded and tarped. All that fun stuff.
There's a truck being loaded right now, but almost done, it looks like.
Okay, then I'll loop around the whole yard and park up top there.
He had at least a belly strap on it, so it looks like he's almost done.
Okay. We'll see. See if I see the forklift driver. Tell where he wants me. Another oversized load here. Two Evans trucks.
There's at least 2 trucks over there then.
I see one down here and another one up there. Yep, there's 2 trucks loading right now.
So I saw this one, I didn't see the other one. So
This one's all loaded and ready to go.
yeah, this one I saw. Maybe he's just waiting for the tarping station.
This one hasn't started loading yet. Where is the forklift operator? Do the full loop. Actually, I'll quickly jump out over here and run in. That way, if the forklift driver moves that way, I don't miss him. Oh. Well, let's see what's going on.
He's coming over here.
Alright, he wants us in the zone that the guy that's loaded already. Oh, the driver of that load is sitting in the truck.
And then they're doing whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing up there. Trying to put a tarp on it. Okay, let's go back to the other end of the yard and park where we saw that first loaded truck, not the tarp trucks. Loaded truck. That's the speed limit here. It feels too fast. I have to go over that snow or else I will not make this corner.
This yard is full of surprises.
Yeah. Yeah. all this extra stuff hanging around. The yard's not usually this busy. Yeah, nice, good little squeeze through there. Oh, of course, that fuel truck, the gas truck, has followed us. And we have to back in there, so.
The propane truck.
Yeah, the propane truck. There we go. Propane is a gas. Said it's going to take about half an hour to fill this truck here. So it wasn't a very big load.
He's still sitting there though.
Out of the way of the propane truck. The truck sitting in there has realized I want his space.
I bet he's just like, I'm waiting for the tarping station. So it's an awkward load.
Not oversized. Definitely a bit of an awkward load. Back into this spot. I had a reverse cam going, but I don't. It's snowing anyway, so it wouldn't work.
I guess he doesn't have to tarp.
Nope, he doesn't have to tarp, which is not true. No loads leave here without tarping. That driver could be in trouble, wherever his customer is, because loads don't leave here not tarped.
And trust me, customers get cranky. You don't tarp. Some of them are not very happy. They can refuse the load. Or you have to pressure wash it.
With these blue lamp panels, I don't think pressure washing it would do the trick.
Yeah.
I would not be happy about that. Okay, I've overcooked it. Not by much, but a little overcooked.
I think it's starting to get this time of season. We'll be doing a lot more of this starting up soon.
Spring's coming soon, and we'll be doing a lot more construction, especially on the coast and
But
Portland
this is
and
for
stuff.
French school in Vancouver.
All right, we'll catch up with you a little bit down the road, or once we're tarped and loaded and all that fun stuff. We're loaded. That took an hour and 12 minutes to tarp the thing, and an hour and a half to load. It's almost 3 hours.
Turn left on West Boulevard Road, then take the first left.
Does that include all the chat time?
That includes all the chatting time. It's funny how it takes longer to tarp when you have someone to chat with the whole time. It's also a funky load to tarp to get all the bends and stuff in properly. Okay, let's return back where we came from. Apparently, Jess says I have to go to Bill's Heavy Duty to pick up my license plates. I guess we should go do that. Eating on a granola bar because I haven't had lunch yet. And I don't think either of us thought about it.
I thought about it a little bit. But at that point, it was like, do I want to? I don't know how long you're gonna be. And you're chatting. Yeah.
Best case would have been you make lunch in here while we're tarping, but then the truck has to idle. It's not best case for Sutco. But hey, it stopped snowing. It's +4 outside. It's a nice day to tarp load.
And that actually worked out in your advantage.
I hear it's snowing like crazy on top of the mountains.
Yep.
So yeah, who came and chatted? It was our local supervisor here. He's in charge of the safety and the orientation. I think he does all the orientations now. He's really good at it. I think better than we've had before. Like, he's really good. Not to say anything bad about the persons or the people before, but he's taking what the previous people were doing and work built on top of that, and he's still building on top of it. He asked me if I was willing to do take my cameras and read a script for safety videos, policy videos. Like, yeah, write down a script for me, stuff you want said. He says there's just going to be all these short ones. He's going to switch to different people reading policies. I'm like, yeah, give me a script. I will definitely read those out and make that part of the orientation video. Yeah, I'll do that for free. I'm sure it won't be for free. I'm sure they'll pay me. But I would do that for free. Because they do all those little side things. They always pay you by the hour. Whenever you have to do a safety course or a safety meeting, which is it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's safety meeting. Gotta remember that.
We don't know if this is going to be an all-day unload or what. We don't know yet.
Yeah. Can we even get there in time today?
No, I don't even know where we would sleep, so you're going to have to park way out.
Yeah. Arrive in 8.5 hours. We only have 8 hours of drive time, so
That's without the stopping.
that's without the stopping. So we'll see where we end up sleeping, but it won't be very close, and we'll drive as many hours as we can, and then get going early in the morning. Probably means getting up like at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, because I'm like, you're going into the heart of Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
There's no parking around there.
It is one of those, I want to get up at 5 in the morning to beat all the freaking rush hour, because we're going to Vancouver. Not like the big skyscraper Vancouver, but we're in actual Vancouver. So, I'd like to beat the traffic to that.
That that means maybe 2 a.m.
Huh?
The city never sleeps. We're never going to be in traffic at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah. But the main rush hour. Having said that, there's construction. We have to see what time construction stops. They close that highway.
One of them's like to 6 a.m. I'm not sure what the other one is.
I would love to go to Mitchell Island and sleep on Mitchell Island, but I don't think we have the hours to make it that far.
Yeah, but that would be a good spot. Yeah.
That would be a good spot. That's what I was hoping for, but looking at the hours, not happening. Swing by Bill's. I don't know why they didn't drop my license plate where I asked them to drop them off, so swing by Bill's. You know, if they can put them on right away, I'll get them to put them on. If not, I'm just grabbing them and going. Not wasting my time for somebody to put license plates on. What?
And trim those 2 hairs.
My beard hairs?
Just 2 of them are like straight and not curly.
Oh, they're... Can't say what I was gonna say. They don't look like hair.
No, we're not going there.
Beard hair. Beard hair. They don't look like beard hair. Stop looking at me.
I'll just go back to sleep. That was a good nap.
Oh, good.
Besides, you just kept waking me up because you kept talking to me. I was like, I'm
Who?
sleeping here.
Oh, I was talking to you?
Yeah. I somehow slept through a whole phone call too.
Phone call?
He tried calling you before he showed up.
Oh, so, okay. The local supervisor?
Yeah.
Oh.
But apparently I slept right through that too. I was out of it.
Yeah, the whole reason he came was to investigate that little incident I had, the little equipment damage I had in Vancouver.
Oh.
He follows up on all near misses, incidents, all of that stuff. He's super cool about it. He goes through his old investigation, like all the kind of digging through how to prevent it in the future and stuff like that. He pulled up his Google Maps and wanted to show me where and what, how I did it. Basically, he goes, let's make sure, how do we make sure this doesn't happen in the future? I'm like, well, I've done exactly that many, many, many times and never done that. But there is a way of preventing it so it never happens again. Although we introduce different dangers if we do it the other way. So I made some recommendations. I basically said these are the things I will do differently in the future. In the future, I will either make sure that the trailer is further over before I turn and the trailer swing doesn't hit the back, or I will back into the loading bay and turn around that way. He's like, I gotta write this up somehow, like what, basically, from my end, what would I say, what kind of incident is this? I'm like, well, it's equipment damage, but essentially it's a failing to recognize your surroundings. When I swung the trailer into the back.
It's also just a very tight yard.
It's a super tight yard. He's like, if I call the yard, what can they change? I'm like, nothing. They can't change anything. They can't do anything different. Nothing they can do different. We just have to be more conscientious when we as drivers pull into the yard. And the only reason I hit it this time and not all the other times is because there was a different truck in the yard. Which meant I pulled up, backed up, got the trailer a lot closer to that side than normal. when normally the trailer would have been further away. When I do that U-turn, the trailer swing doesn't hit the back. So the only thing I did different was the fact that there was a different truck already in the yard. I parked a little differently before doing the U-turn. So yeah, you guys probably don't. I don't know if I talked about me doing that minor damage. Yeah, I complained about it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if maybe that was a bonus video, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of video you put it
I
on.
did make a video about it. Well, I don't like what the tarp is doing on your side. It requires one more bungee to pull that top in a bit. I'll do that at Bill's heavy duty. Pull up one more bungee. Pull that in.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look up that.
We're a wide load. I have no idea how wide, but not very. I didn't even pull out the measuring tape because I know my permit covers it. It's not super wide. Didn't even bother pulling out my wide load mirrors. If I had to guess, maybe 9.5, 10 feet wide.
Okay. They're not calling for rain tomorrow. So like untarping in the rain is not fun either.
It'd be cool if we had heavy rain in the evening to clean the tarps nicely.
We're gonna get very slight rain, if anything.
You gonna sneeze on us?
Trying not to sneeze.
Yeah, if you guys ever break down and need some heavy duty truck repairs, follow me. Bill's Heavy Duty, really, really good people. They try to get you in as soon as possible. They're obviously really busy, so sometimes you have to wait. But all really good people, and they try really hard to get somebody to work on your vehicle. And most of the time they've estimated, it's going to be 3 hours before we can get a person on your truck. I'm like, okay, no problem, thank you. And an hour and a half, 2 hours later, they're working on my truck. It's like, really appreciate it. So, like I said, I'll pull up there. If they have time to zip my plates on right away, I'll let them do it. But if they don't have time to do it right away, I'll just grab the plates and I'll do it evening somewhere.
You get to change it on Isaac. Your plate numbers?
As soon as you put the plates on, we have to change the plate numbers on Isaac. We have to change the plate numbers on every permit. Yeah. Yep. We'll send it into our maintenance department, requesting a plate change on all permits, resending the permits to me. So I'm just wondering, what route do we take into Vancouver? What's the best way to get there? And what route does the GPS say to take?
And
My guess was to take 17 all the way to Mitchell Island, head that way.
I didn't look when I punched it in. I was just like, you're gonna change it if you change it. I know by now. You know, the sun's trying to come out again.
Yeah. Trying. You said there's no rain forecast. Maybe we'll get some blue sky tomorrow?
You know, there's a slight chance, like 1 millimeter. Like, it won't be like 15, 20 millimeters.
Alright, so here's Bill's heavy duty. If you look on Google Maps, it's right beside the Castlegar airport. We're coming in from the north on Highway 3A. Oh. Got ambulance and stuff up ahead. Basically, just... Oh.
Now, fire trucks and everything.
Can we go to Bill's heavy duty?
Yeah, they're over here too.
Yeah, I think we can. Not sure what's all going on there, but there's a bunch of fire trucks and ambulances and people.
And CVSE times 2.
CVSE times 2. A lot of people staring into the snow. I don't know. Something going on. But yeah, pull onto Highway 3A just west of the Castlegar scale and come up to the airport red lights and pull on up here, and hopefully you don't have as many emergency vehicles. And Bill's heavy duty is that big blue building on the right hand side. I usually just park on the road.
You can only park in certain areas. You can't park on the left.
Turn right onto the unpaved road, then take the third right.
I think I'll loop around that logging road. The bus is over here. Looks like it's a busy house. Normally I would just park on the road, but
Turn left.
looks like we don't have the space for that right now. I guess thank you guys so much for watching. We're out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.
This is going to be a big tribute where all the firefighters and ambulances are all going to be out at attention when the procession goes by.